let's go ahead and compare Game of Spades Full House and Arabia Prestige's Marwa to see which one is the best replica of Imagination. Phenomenal atomizer. Another great atomizer. So off the top, I can guarantee you that Game of Spades Full House is a much punchier and zestier version than Marwa. Marwa is a lot more spicy and peppery and chai. There's a lot less citrus in it, whereas Full House has way more citrus and ginger up front. I would also say off the top, Game of Spades Full House is a much stronger fragrance. This thing is like Mike Tyson in the first round, but that's kind of where the fragrance has a little bit of a downfall, because after those first 2 hours on skin, it really starts to become more of a skin scent and loses a lot of its projection, and the longevity just isn't really that good. For me, I've noticed that Game of Spades Full House does its best when I spray on skin and clothing, because on clothing, I will smell that thing like 3 days after I've sprayed it. It is insane the way it lasts on clothing. Arabia Prestige, on the other hand, is a much longer lasting fragrance. It's not as punchy and zesty, and it's nowhere near the beast mode performer that Game of Spades Full House is in the first, couple of hours. I get around 4 to 5 hours of a pretty nice solid top notes transitioning into those mid notes, getting that like soapiness that is, iconic for Imagination. But around that 5 to 6 hour mark, it does really start to fade into a skin scent and really disappear. When I'm comparing both of them to Imagination, I will say both of them are great inspired buys of Imagination, but neither of them get it 100% right. And at this point, we can be honest with saying that I don't think any type of cologne fragrance will ever fully get Imagination right, because one of the things with dupe fragrances is they do cut a little bit of corners. That's just the facts, but you're trading those corners for a price point that's much more accessible and much more affordable. So here are my final thoughts. Full House is great for the first 3 hours. Marwa is great for about 6 hours. Because Marwa is a lot cheaper, and I do feel like the overall scent profile is much closer to Imagination than Game of Spades Full House is, you have to go with Marwa as the winner. But that still doesn't change my anecdotal experience that Full House has gotten me way more compliments than Imagination or Marwa ever has. And sometimes that's just how fragrances work.